The Teachers Federation has refused to suspend their strike while we go and continue negotiating with them. They are still demanding twice as much as other public sector workers have received. About 150,000 workers in the public sector, dedicated men and women who serve British Columbians every day, have settled for raises that were fair to them, fair to taxpayers. It's just not right, I don't think, to demand a $5,000 signing bonus that no one else in the public sector has received. And as long as the TF refuses to get into the affordability zone, and by that I mean a zone that's similar to what the other 150,000 public servants who serve British Columbians every day have settled for, we cannot put all of our attention on the one issue that is most vital to the future of education in British Columbia, and that is addressing the issues with respect to class composition. All of that, though, can only be settled if we're at the bargaining table. And that is where I believe this impasse must be resolved. And it must be resolved between negotiators. So I want to today strongly urge the union leadership to bargain seriously, to bargain with the hope that we can get to a negotiated solution to this that will be fair to their members, that will be fair to taxpayers, and that will be fair to the other 150,000 public sector workers who have already settled for a deal that we can afford. Teachers do deserve a raise. There's no question about that. But to be fair, we have to make sure that it's one that reflects the work that we've already done with the other half of the public service that's already settled. Students have to get back into the classroom. We all have a responsibility to make sure we do everything we can to get them there. But this dispute needs to be resolved at the bargaining table. It needs to be resolved by our negotiating teams, and it needs to be resolved by two sides who look at the issues there and find a reasonable, thoughtful solution. Because ultimately, what we all want is to make sure that our kids get back in the classroom and get the education that their parents have paid for and that they're going to need to be able to compete in the world. And most of all, an education that they deserve to have. So thank you.